Hi, everybody. Welcome in as we get the winner's bracket game underway between Coastal Alabama North and LBW. Hi, everybody. Robert Williamson set to bring you the coverage. A couple of teams that have already won today. Reese St. Amant tipping it over. That is De Jesus driving it into the net. And the opening point in this one belonging to Coastal North. North knocking off Calhoun in a sweep, 3-9. And LBW knocking off Southern Union in a sweep, 3-9. As that is sent right into the corner. And originally the officials saying it was out, but it was in. Stewart knots it up at 1. For LBW, you've got De Jesus, Kaylin Green, Ashlyn Kelly, Adeline Stewart, Elizabeth Bean, Brianna Smith on the floor, and the libero is Reese Smith. Meanwhile, for Coastal North, you're currently looking at Morgan Dykes, Ella Sprouse, Reese St. Amant, Julie Bochelle, Riley Edwards, and Lydia Miller. De Jesus with a serve in a 3-1 game. She will go long. Well, the opening match for both teams, you kind of wondered whether nerves played a role. You're in a new environment. You know the significance of the game. But by now, for the most part, they've settled in. And is driven by Elizabeth Bean right in front of Kate Ball. And checking in to serve is Addie Dunnigan. And thanks so much to Johnny Thornton, who handled the coverage over on court 2 for the 2 first games today, the 12 and the 2 o'clock. They got Craig Howard to work over there. Reese St. Amant shoving it over, able to get underneath it is Adeline Stewart. Over goes to Sprouse, drives it into the backcourt, dug out by De Jesus. Bean with a tip over. Dug out by Sprouse, but sends it into the net. And serving again is Dunnigan. I literally had about 30 seconds to prep the other field, or other court in this case, and to be able to get back over here and bring you the Saints and Coyotes. Reese St. Amant, little tip over, able to get underneath is Stewart. Bean will drive, and she'll drop it in the corner. Saints jumping out in the 7-2 lead. And that will prompt a Coyote timeout. Just about all Wayne Jones County. Diving catch, it shortstop. Gross. Towards the gap. Diving catch in center field by Ben Aklinski. There is a shot towards deep short. Krabs got it. Long throw over, and he got it. LBW jumping out of the 5-point lead as it is picked up by Dykes in the backcourt off the serve of Dunnigan. Underneath is Dunnigan again, and that will go into the net, wind up becoming a Coastal North point. Turns it into a 4-point contest. These two teams met twice during the regular season. They met very early August 28th in Brewton, Alabama. Then on the 14th of October in Andalusia. Saints won both, 1 in 5, and then won another one in 4 sets. "7-4 score. Reese St. Amand serving. De Jesus first touch. Green goes long. LBW's only loss in conference play was to Enterprise State, and then they avenged that loss to Enterprise State. Winners of 13 straight. Bean dropping it in front of the end line. Sand Mountain Park here in Albertville, Alabama. Gorgeous facility. I've not been here previously. Of course, I have now. A couple of teams that have guaranteed themselves by winning their opening set that they are playing in Friday. There is an ace delivered off St. Amand. Molly Powell again on the serve. 8 aces in the regular season for Powell. That is tipped over by Williamson, mid part of the floor. Williamson and Green battling. And it will be a Green violation. Got into the net to make it a 9-6 game. We have the honor of covering Coastal Alabama North Volleyball in the regular season. Thank you very much to Daniel Hand. 80 there. Basketball beginning tonight for North in men's action. As that is blocked by Green. Sprouse trying to send it over, and Green steps up and drives it back. Can you believe it? Basketball season tonight. Reese St. Amand. Over goes to Williamson. Drops it in the corner. Heck, we'll be playing softball and baseball again very soon. As quick as this year is zipping right along. Bean first touch. Green pumping it over to De Jesus. And she will send it under, not over. Coyotes draw to within 2. Launched over by Sprouse, and she'll go long. One more match to go here on Court 1, the winner's bracket game between Wallace Hansful and Enterprise State. Just a little bit wide, Haley Briggs. And the Saints rebuilding that lead. It was once 5. Cut to 2, back now to 4. That is retrieved by the libero, Reese Smith. Got a back set by Melina Cadero, who has checked into the game. I'm not sure that score is right on the scoreboard. Here in the arena, it's a 9-11 game. I've got it a 9-12 game. Of course, you know, they're the official scorekeepers. I'm the unofficial one. So we'll scratch that one for the moment for LBW. De Jesus blocked by Briggs. Briggs, a tall target to send it over. Kelly sending it across. That is Miller. Dug out by Powell. Back set. Briggs in front of the end line. Well, now they've added that point back here in the arena. So let me tack it back on. I'm so rarely right. I figured they were right here. I was wrong, but actually they hadn't added a point. It is now a 12-10 game. So indeed a 2-point contest with a serve by Morgan Dykes. Cadero, Briggs tipping it over. Dug out by Smith. Over to De Jesus. And that will go off Cadero. The Enterprise State Sneed State match went 4, so over on court 4, they are a little late getting their 4 o'clock match underway. Still about 15 minutes away from getting Southern Union and Calhoun in progress. Little shove over by Cadero. Smith popping it to Stewart, picked up by Sprouse. Briggs going long. This is a 1 and 3 out of the South. Into the net with a serve from Smith. And it is a conference tournament that has already seen an upset, with this Coastal North team beating the 2 team out of the North, Calhoun. Able to shove it through the St. Amant block was Kelly. And De Jesus serving again. The Orlando product. Back to St. Amant. Over it goes to Stewart. Nice Bochelle return. Dykes with a set for Miller, and that will go off Smith. Likely headed out, but Smith wasn't sure. Got a hand on it. It ricochets off her into the stands. Floated over by Kate Ball. Ball with 50 aces this year. The only Coyote with more is Julie Bochelle. Addie Donegan serving. This is a 175 hitting LBW team, a 208 hitting Coastal North team. 2 very good hitting teams. Williamson back in for the Coyotes. Edwards back in too. St. Amant with the serve. Setting up Bean. That is off Williamson. Back to serve, it is Molly Powell. Into the backcourt to Sprouse. It'll flick over with a left hand by Williamson. Here comes Bean. And that's off Williamson and Edwards. Saints rebuilding that 5-point lead. Setting up Williamson, a little dink over. Preparing for a big-time kill was Bean and Green. And Williamson instead, just that little dink over those 2 blockers. Blocked by Briggs, returned by the Saints. Bean sending it over. Over to Sprouse, drives it into the corner, picked up by Donegan. Bean, and that will ricochet off Kate Ball. Saints with a serve. And it is Elizabeth Bean serving. Cadero back set. Sprouse down the line, dropped it in the corner. This complex has a little bit of everything. Volleyball, basketball, softball, baseball, racquetball, swimming. Green with a kill. Soccer, beach volleyball, concert amphitheater. Timeout on the floor. It is asked for by the Coyotes. Down by 5 in the opening set.
University of Alabama Online, where legends log in. A tradition of excellence. Decades of experience in distance learning. Empowering students of all ages. More than 90 degree and certificate programs to advance your career. UA Online. Flexible, affordable, legendary. Let your computer be your campus. Visit online.ua.edu.
Well, an official's whistle. And I think that might be maybe the music. Yeah, that's what prompted the official to stop play and ask for a reserve. Still have the PA music going. Sprouse aiming for the corner. Smith is there. Over it goes to DeJesus, and she'll shoot it off Williamson and Briggs. By the way, our official up on the stand is the son of Jeremiah Patterson, men's basketball coach at Snead State. Williamson the kill. Apparently officiates all kinds of stuff, volleyball, football. And since his dad's a basketball coach, I feel fairly certain he does a little basketball too. First touch, Powell, shoved over by Smith. Coyotes anticipating set, get a shove over by Smith. And yep, there are a couple of Smiths on the LBW squad, Brianna Smith and Reese Smith. This is Brianna serving. Dykes there first, back set to Briggs, and she'll drop it in the corner. Southern Union and Calhoun now 8 minutes away from their first set. Ace is delivered and the Coyotes cut it to 4. So everybody has played one. And now time for everybody to play another. And by the end of the day, our original field of 8 trimmed to 6. Coyotes trim the lead to 3. Bochelle with a serve. At the back set, DeJesus off Bochelle. Tomorrow, a couple of matches at 11, and then we're to a single floor for the 1, 3, and 6 o'clock games, and then the 1 or 2 games on Sunday. The illegal formation for LBW trims it again to a 3-point game. 20 serving 23. That is Paul able to nibble the top of the net. Smith digs it out. Bean drives, Dykes there, but sends it into the stands. Saints one away from wrapping up the opening set. Donegan serving. We are at set point. St. Amant lobbing it over. Sending up Bean, drives it. Dykes able to get there and then get out of the way. Bochelle trying to get the pass to Sprouse, could not. And the Saints will win the opening set, 25-20. A winner's bracket showdown between Coastal Alabama North and LBW. Saints taking the opening set. Ladies swap sides of the floor. And then we are back with set number 2 from Albertville, Alabama. Set number 2 gets underway. LBW with the serve. And doing the honors is Brianna Smith. Lydia Miller opening up scoring for Coastal North. And the Coyotes in not a must-win set, but it's one of those they'd like to win. Knotted up at 1. Julie Moschel with the serve. Miscommunication, had a collision, a brief one between Bean and Smith, but it doesn't hurt the Saints. Back set. Stewart sending it over. Moschel is there. Bumped over to Edwards. Drives it into the backcourt. Smith with a bump to Stewart. Drives it off of Dykes. Saints and Coyotes knotted up at 1. Launched over by De Jesus. Dykes there, setting up St. Amand. Two-handed shove. Smith able to get to it. Bumped over to Stewart. St. Amand reaches it over. Smith with a set to Stewart. Drives it down the line. Turns it into a 2-1 ball game. LBW with a serve and the lead in set 2. Served by DeJesus. Dykes there first. Boschel with a set for Edwards, and Edwards drops it in front of the in-line. We are knotted up at 2. And a big thank you too, by the way, to Dean Myrie, Commissioner of the ACCC, for the opportunity to be here in Albertville. St. Amand got a piece of the shot from Kelly. Into the backcourt to DeJesus. Gives it to Bean, drives it. Nice dig out by Dykes, two-handed. St. Amand shove over, and the Coyotes have got the lead by 1. Kate Ball serving. Kate Ball, 50 aces, a .333 hitter. Doesn't go on the attack often. When she does, pretty darn effective. Bean drives it. Boschel's got it. Edwards, cross court to Smith. Smith to Stewart, and Stewart going long. Dykes thought about a set and then pulled the hands down in the last minute. And the shot goes long. It's a 4-2 contest. Pump back over to Bean. Uses the left hand to tip it over. Found a vacant spot on the other side of the floor. And tipped it over to make it a 4-3 game. Hey, quick reminder, if you haven't subscribed to our YouTube channel, have we mentioned how much we would love for you to do so? Should be a subscribe button nearby. Click on it, and we'll thank you. 2-point game. St. Amand serving. Floats it over to Donegan. DeJesus with a bump to Stewart. Little tip over. Williamson blocked it. Stewart back over. Boschel got to it. Over to Sprouse. Setting up the mid part of the floor. Green off Williamson and out of bounds. In to serve is Molly Powell. 8 aces this year for an LBW team with 203 on the season as a team. Boschel to Williamson. And Williamson will drive it over. I believe she is a Pace product, as in Pace, Florida, which, if memory serves me correct, produced Lee Roberts. Might remember Lee Roberts, the quarterback at Southern Miss. I think I actually saw him recently on ESPN Plus doing some color analysis. Bean with a kill. Love the setting here, by the way. It is, I guess by volleyball standards, quaint. As that is put right back by Green, and Carrero trying to recover by returning and knocks it out of bounds. Wait a minute. Apparently dropped it inbounds. And it'll be a 7-5 game. What a job by Carrero. And it is served up by Sprouse. Over it goes to DeJesus, blocked by Briggs. Coyotes by 3. Ella Sprouse with the serve. Dug out by Powell, setting up Green, and she swats it to the mid part of the floor. Back into the game goes Kelly for the Saints. Back to serve Smith. But I was talking about the setting here. If you're going to have a concert, you don't want a okay crowd in a huge auditorium. You want the crowd to fit the venue. We've got a great crowd here, and it's perfect for the number of folks who come and watch NJCAA volleyball. And plus, they've got a great seat in the house. I don't know that there's a bad one. Briggs, two-handed fist over. Back set for Kelly. Sprouse able to get there. Over it goes to Miller. Blocked by Smith. St. Amand sending it over. Powell able to get to it. De Jesus bings it. Put off the net and out of bounds. Timeout on the floor. Saints as the Coyotes go up by 2. Make that 4. Just about all Wayne Jones County. Diving catch it, shortstop. Gross. Towards the gap. Diving catch in center field by Ben Aklinski. There is a shot towards deep short. Kraft's got it. Long throw over, and he got it. Coming out of the timeout, Coyotes build the lead to 5. Morgan Dyke serving. A 6-point Coyote lead. Again, Dykes on the serve. 20 aces this year for Dykes. Coyotes trying to knot it up at 1 each. LBW trying to take that advantage of a 2-0 lead. Over to the mid part of the floor. De Jesus saving for the corner and drops it right there. Served up by Smith. Sprouse first touch. Back set. Briggs misfiring. And the Saints take 2 off the lead. Again, Smith with a serve. Setting up St. Amand, and St. Amand goes long. 3 taken off that lead. It was 6, it's now 3. And again, Brianna Smith serving. 58 aces on the year for Smith. Into the backcourt from Miller. Smith able to get to it. Stewart drives it. Canero got a piece of it. Brings back onto the floor. Driven by Sprouse. Picked up by Kelly. Driven by Stewart. Canero able to get to it. Over to Miller. Tries to go cross court. Drops it in. (13-9) game. Julie Moschel with a serve. And she'll wind up with the ace. Moschel again launching it. Picked up by Gwyn Wynn, who has checked into the game. We did not see Gwyn Wynn in the opening set today for the Saints, but she's in now briefly, coming out of the game, and Bean back in, giving Bean a brief breather as Moschel serves up another. Bean there, Smith setting up Stewart. She'll drive it off of Sprouse. 10 serving 15. De Jesus delivering for the Saints. And De Jesus serving again. Just cleared the net. Trying to dig it out, Sprouse, and then trying to roll out of the way. Dykes couldn't get to it. Saints trim into a 3-point game. And Stephen Dickey has asked for time. We'll take the break too. With the Coyotes still up, but the Saints battling back. (15-12) Coyote lead, trying to tie this match up into the net. Goes to Jesus. Over to the other side of the floor. Kate Ball with the serve. De Jesus picks it up in the backcourt. Smith back set. Stewart drives. That's off Sprouse and out of bounds. Back to a 3-point game, and the serve back over to the Saints. Speaking of the Saints, coming up this spring, home softball and baseball from Andalusia here on JockJive. St. Amant shoving it over. To go along with Coastal North and South, baseball and softball, and more. Busy weekend. Volleyball here. College football tomorrow. That is blocked by Williamson. Bean trying to drive it over. Baseball tomorrow too, man. We got a hodgepodge of sports. Baseball, football, volleyball. Smith setting up Bean, drives it. St. Amant got to it, but couldn't put it on the court. And the Saints get the serve back. Molly Powell, who has 8 aces this year, an .077 hitter, appearing in 26 matches and 56 sets. Setting up the mid part of the floor. Williamson saw a vacant spot, trying to tip it over, and just tipped it out. Molly Powell serves. Moshel bumping it back over to Sprouse, and Sprouse right in the corner. Melina Canero serving. We're going to talk about a couple of schools too in Coastal North and LBW that have seen some really nice improvements to their athletic facilities. Coastal North, air-conditioned gym there at Assembly Hall on the campus in Bruton, Alabama. And then all kinds of softball and baseball improvements to the facilities in Andalusia. Williamson extends that lead again to 4. Ella Sprouse serving, one of 2 Snead, Florida products. Morgan Dykes the other for the Coyotes. That just had so much heat on it. The only thing that St. Amant can do to try to get a possibility of a shot was she kind of put the knees together. Didn't have a chance to get the hands down and in position. Just kind of put the knees together, hoping that she'd be able to get something. Williamson drives it off of Powell. Williamson off the floor. Morgan Dykes in. And if you're asking, well, if that St. Amant knee shot, would it be okay? Yep, sure would. Wow, what a backhanded shot by DeJesus. She just kind of flicked it with the right hand over to the opposite side of the floor and the opposite side of the net. Served up by Smith. Briggs. DeJesus able to send it over. That is St. Amant sending it across. Little joust on the net between Kelly and St. Amant. DeJesus cannot get it inside the antenna. And the Coyotes able to maintain, for the most part, that 4-point lead. Julie Bochelle with the serve. Floats it to Bean. Somehow back onto the floor by Smith. Just a great play by Smith. Miller sending it over. Over to DeJesus. Sprouse got to it. St. Amant able to send it back over after Dykes was able to return it. That'll be a Stewart shot off Bochelle. What a match between these two. Miller putting it back to the mid part of the floor. St. Amant sending it over. Bean drives it. Able to get there, Sprouse sending it to Miller. Miller a little dink inside the antenna. Able to drop it in and got a St. in the net. Lead back to 4. Timeout on the floor. Saints ask for it. Last timeout we took, Coyotes were up by 4. This timeout we take, Coyotes by 4.
The University of Alabama Online, where legends log in. A tradition of excellence. Decades of experience in distance learning. Empowering students of all ages. More than 90 degree and certificate programs to advance your career. UA Online. Flexible, affordable, legendary. Let your computer be your campus. Visit online.ua.edu.
(23-19). Coyotes trying to tie it up in a set each. Being into the backcourt, Bochelle there. Ball pulling it off the net. Sprouse aiming for the corner and goes long. Saints serving. In a 3-point game. Served up to Sprouse, back set. St. Amant tip over, sends it back over. DeJesus there. Stewart drives it. Bochelle able to get to it. Sprouse sending it into the backcourt. Onto the mid part of the floor. Green hit it twice, I think. Yep, there's the ruling. And St. Amant trying to serve up the set for the Coyotes. (24-20). Coyotes. They lost the opening set 25-20, trying to reciprocate. Saints hoping to battle back. Pulled off the net by Stewart. Bean and Edwards battling, and it will be the Coyotes taking set number 2. We now have a guarantee of at least 4 sets. We've had a pair of 25-20ers. Saints taking one, Coyotes the other. We head into set number 3, and we have a guarantee of at least 4 sets. 4 sets is the area in which LBW has struggled. In 4-set matches, that's where their 4 losses of the year are. They have not lost in 3, and they have not lost in 5. It's been in 4-set matches. Now, obviously, they've won some 4-set matches, too. You don't go 25-4 and win 13 in a row without winning some 4-setters. Little tip over by DeJesus. Edwards into the backcourt, picked up by Smith as we get set 3 underway. Sprouse able to return the Stewart shot, aiming for the corner, but going long is Edwards. And it'll be the Saints picking up the opening point here in set number 3. This will be the first 4-set match on court 1. The prior 2 have gone 3. St. Amant with a block of the Kelly shot. Over it goes to Stewart. And Stewart giving Dykes a facial. De Jesus serving. Picked up by St. Amand. Over goes to Edwards. Edwards out. De Jesus dove, and she did get a hand on it apparently. Kate Ball will serve. Win here, you don't play until 3 o'clock tomorrow afternoon. And you take on the winner of the Wallace-Hansville Enterprise State game coming up next. Lose this one, you drop into the losers bracket. And you are playing at 11 a.m. And you're over on court 2, taking on the winner of the elimination game between Bishop State and Snead State. Over on court 2, Southern Union has just knocked off Calhoun. Got the back set. Stewart driving it in front of Boschel. So Calhoun, the number 2 seed out of the north, has not won a set yet today, as there is a Coyote timeout in set 3. Back to the action. Sprouse going cross court. Dunnigan's there. Over to Bean. Dykes can't dig it out, and the Saints go on top by 5. In 4-set matches, Coastal North is 8-1. LBW is 7-4. Into the backcourt to Dunnigan. Tipped over to Bean. Bean will shove it over. Dykes able to get underneath. Punched over by Boschel. Stewart in front of the inline, and the Saints have been impressive in set number 3. Building a 6-point lead. Dunnigan again with a serve. Edwards able to get it back onto the floor. Free ball from Ball. Bean driving in. Boschel able to get to it. And a miscommunication between St. Amand and Ball. At the last moment, St. Amand realizes she's got to make the pass. Dunnigan serving. Into the backcourt to Ball. Boschel tracks it down. Sprouse able to squeeze it through the green Bean block. Served up by St. Amand. Stewart sending it over. Ball able to get to it. Dunnigan gets a hand on the Sprouse shot. Over to Bean. And Bean will go long. Back-to-back Coyote points. Served up by St. Amand. De Jesus. Green with a little tip over, ricocheting off Williamson and Edwards. Molly Powell now serving for LBW. Into the backcourt to Sprouse, setting up Williamson. Blocked by Green, dropped in the corner. St. Amant trying to get there, knew it was headed to that corner, just could not. Molly Powell again serving. Moshel with a set to Edwards. Edwards the drive. Serve back over to the Coyotes. Melina Cadero serving. 35 aces for Cadero. How about 36? Saints by 5 here in set number 4. Or actually set 3. Teams hoping for a 4th. And whoever wins 3 hopes there's only 4. Nice job by Powell tracking it down. Bean able to shove it over. Williamson got a hand on him. Back over to Sprouse. Powell with a touch. Ball first touch this side. Williamson the drive again, and it's Powell. And that eventually winds up in the net. Served up by Cadero. Got the ace, her second one on the service rotation. A 3-point ball game. Cadero the serve. De Jesus there, tracked down by Smith. Powell the ball. Back set to Briggs. Blocked by Green, then blocked by Bean. But blocked out. Coyotes cut it to 2. And the Saints want time to talk. Here's the 7 guy. Right up the middle, base hit, back-to-back base hit. Starter with a double, the single from Cumbie coming to the plate and tagged down at home. A 2-point contest. Melina Cadero will continue to serve. Launches it over to De Jesus. Setting up Bean. Bean little tip over. Sprouse able to get to it. Back over to Sprouse. Drives it. Diving for it is De Jesus. And the Green effort to get it across comes up empty. It's a 1-point game. Served up by Cadero. Back set. Green flips it over. Ball able to get underneath. Sprouse flicks it into the back court. St. Amant with a bump. Back set to Briggs. Blocked by Bean. Cadero trying to pull it off the net and couldn't. Elizabeth Bean serving, 22 aces for the 163 hitter. Floats it to Ball. Setting up Williamson, reaches and swats it over. Green. Back to Ball, back set to Briggs. Into the backcourt it goes to Powell, and then De Jesus driving it. Saints rebuilding the lead. Floated over by Bean. And then punched right back over by Green. Bean serving, lead back to 4 for the Saints. Sprouse, little tip over. Smith able to get there. Smith to DeJesus, and DeJesus off Briggs. Bean again with the serve. And that will ricochet off ball into the stands. Timeout on the floor, Coyotes. Saints build the lead to 5. Just about all Wayne Jones County. Diving catches shortstop. Gross. Towards the gap. Diving catch in center field by Ben Aklinski. There is a shot towards deep short. Perhaps got it. Long throw over, and he got it. Well, I said going into the break a lead of 5. My math skills very limited, very suspect. As a matter of fact, there are many topics in school that I did not fare particularly well in. And keep in mind, too, that it's been a long time from that education to now. It's a 6-point St. lead. Sprouse sending it over. DeJesus blocked by Briggs. A 5-point game. Coyotes getting the serve back. Miller back into the game. Sprouse with the serve. Smith tracks it down. Free ball from Powell. Giving the Coyotes a chance to go on the attack. Williamson drives. DeJesus flicks it over. Saints by 6. Reese Smith serving. 17 aces on the year for Smith. Williamson flips it over. Powell. Kelly with a drive. Sprouse got to it, then backs out of the way. Can Cadero get the free ball over? She does, barely. Over to DeJesus. Such power from DeJesus. Miller first touch. Back over it goes to Miller. Smith is there. Smith to DeJesus. Miller bombing it to Cadero. Trying to get it into the corner. Picked up by Bean. Over it goes to DeJesus. Cadero. Nice dive and save. Briggs nearly, but not quite. Trying to get it inside the antenna and over the net. Got it inside the antenna, but lacked the second part of the equation. Miller with the first bump. Cadero back set to Briggs. Blocked by DeJesus. Miller shot blocked by Smith. Saints grow the lead to 9. Into the backcourt to St. Amant. Williamson driving it. Powell's there. Flipped over by Smith. Cadero able to get to it. Briggs. Blocked by Kelly. Cadero into the backcourt. Bean picking it up. Smith bumping it to DeJesus. Lobs over. St. Amant got to it. Miller into the corner to Smith. Smith to Bean. Williamson got there but couldn't block it. And the Saints have gone to a double-digit lead. Impressive set number 3. Saints up by 11. Smith with the serve. Miller there first. Cadero bumps it back to Miller. And Miller able to fight it through the Smith block. And don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. If you're watching on YouTube, there's a link nearby. If you're watching on the ACCC Sports Network, go to YouTube and put JockJive Sports in the search engine. Briggs driving it off. 3 Saints. Kelly, DeJesus, and Smith. Served up by Dykes. Smith pulling it off the net. DeJesus off Cadero. And it is back to a 10-point lead. Serving is Brianna Smith. Dykes, Cadero, free ball from Briggs. Smith with the set of Kelly, blocked by St. Amant. And it's driven by DeJesus. Saints in control of set number 3. High into the air and 2 vying for it. St. Amant and Sprouse. Coyotes able to get it over, and then Stewart drives it, dug out by Dykes. Got the back set. Dykes again able to dig it out. Pumped over by Briggs. Setting up DeJesus, and she will shove into that vacant spot between Briggs and Sprouse. And the Saints at set point. Brianna Smith with the serve. It goes long. Got an elimination game over on court 2. Winners bracket here on court 1. In that elimination game, Southern Union up 16-15 as that's dropped over by the Saints, and they will win set 3 going away. So we are headed to the 4th. It is a must-win set for the Coyotes, or the Saints will be in a 3 o'clock matchup with either the Lions or the Bull Weevils tomorrow.
Hearing the announcing, is that what it is? Okay, all right.
Set number 4 coming up. It's a must-win scenario for the Coyotes. The Saints want it. They want to get to the hotel, kick back, relax, get ready for a 3 o'clock matchup tomorrow against the winner of the Lions and the Boll Weevils. Coyotes, they got different plans. They want to play another set. They want that 5th set. And then they be the ones that go to the hotel and get the rest of the night off and get ready for volleyball tomorrow. Let's see which Will wins as Edwards drives it off of Smith. What a save by Bean, but the other Smith, Reese, not able to return it. And the Coyotes up by 2 early. Julie Bochelle with a serve. Picked up by Bean. Little two-handed shove over by a new face on the floor for Coastal North. First time we have seen Abby Matthews. Checks into the game. Abby Matthews during the course of the regular season, 26 matches she appeared in and 48 sets. Had some quality time in the regular season. Into the net for Bean. I checked that. That is Stewart into the net. Well, I see some of the ladies from Enterprise State going, I'm freezing. It's a little chilly in here. That's why I keep some stuff in the van, for those cool places. Even on a hot summer day, you can get into a cold facility. 5 in a row. What a start for North. Bochelle serving. Bean to Smith, setting up Kelly, drives it. Picked up by Sprouse, saved by Ball. Free ball by St. Amant. Over to Kelly, and Ball's there again. Bochelle, two-handed shove over. Back set to DeJesus. Bochelle bumping into Sprouse, setting up St. Amant, and St. Amant into the net. Saints get their opening point in set number 4. First LBW serve comes from DeJesus. Inwards right in front of DeJesus. And the serve back over to the Coyotes. St. Amant with the serve. Setting up Bean, and Bean will send it through the Matthews block. Well, when these two teams met in Bruton, they played to 5 sets. When they met in Andalusia, they played to 4. Let's see how many sets they'll play to in Albertville. Over on the adjoining floor, Calhoun trying to win their first set today. Up 23-21 in set number 2. It is tipped over. Sprouse able to get underneath it. Edwards driving it into the backcourt and drives it beyond the backcourt. Saints within 2. Donegan will serve. St. Amant in the backcourt. Over to Edwards, lobs it over that front line. She knew that the block of Bean and Green was coming. And able to lob it over that front line. Abby Matthews getting her first serve in this one. Sends it to DeJesus. Over to Bean, off Edwards. Bochelle there, St. Amant back over to Edwards. Into the backcourt to DeJesus. Stewart off St. Amant. Saints within 2, getting the serve back. Molly Powell to do the honors. Setting up Sprouse. That heads towards the stands. And the Coyotes with a 3-point lead. Melina Cadero checking back into the lineup to serve. It was behind the service of Cadero that Coastal went on that run in set number 2 that eventually turned into a one-apiece match. Over it goes to Bean, drives it into the backcourt. St. Amand is there. Cadero pulling it off the net for Sprouse. Drives it. Powell able to get a piece of it. Bean back over. Ball to Cadero, over to Briggs. Nice dive by Dunnigan, and then it goes a little long for Bean. Coyotes back out in front by 5. Melina Cadero again with the serve. Setting up Bean, loves that cross-court shot, gets it off ball. Bean again with the serve. Elizabeth Bean, the sophomore outside hitter. 258 kills on the year. Second best on the team behind Stewart's 293. Ella Sprouse serving. Sprouse leading the team in kills despite sitting out a few games. Had an ankle injury about midway through the year that forced her out of a number of games. St. Amand trying to aim for the corner. Reese Smith serving. Williamson first touch. Cadero able to pull it off the net. St. Amand over and dropped it in front of Smith. Kate Ball with the serve. Sophomore outside hitter. 1 kill this year. That's not her job though. 259 digs. Over to St. Amand. Tips it over. Powell underneath. Bean with a shove over, and Cadero trying to dig it out and couldn't. Back to a 4-point game. Powell serves. Setting up St. Amand. Shoved over to the opposite side of the floor. De Jesus drives it. Back set to Briggs. Briggs down the line and off of Bean. Julie Bochelle serving. Cadero coming off the floor. Edwards checking back in. Got the back set to De Jesus. Trying to flip it over and drop it in. She flipped it over but dropped it out. And unless my scorekeeping is wrong, I've got it as a 14-8 game. Here in the arena, they've got it as a 13-8 and now 13-9 game. There is discussion going on in the scorers table. I'll leave it at 14-9 for a moment. Over it goes to Edwards, and I think it got fingertips. It did. Well, they've got it at 14-9 currently, whereas I would have it at 15-9. And I thought I saw a timeout asked for. Yep. Coyotes didn't know it, Saints did. So let's see when we come out of the timeout. Does it stay a 5 or does it become a 6-point game after officials have had time to talk? Well, it has stayed 14-9 here, so we will assume that is the accurate score. Coyotes by 5. St. Amant serving, a must-win set for the Coyotes. Saints can spare a set. They'd prefer not, though. Their preference is not to go to the 5th set. They want to win it here in 4. St. Amant with the serve. Setting on the mid part of the floor, tipped over by Stewart. And the serve back over to the Saints. Dunnigan serving. A 4-point game. Saints won 1, Coyotes 2, Saints 3. And the question becomes who gets 4. Well, over on the adjoining floor, Calhoun has just won their first set of the tournament. And that one's all tied up at 1. Here it's a 2-1 Saints lead. And Abby Matthews will serve. Got the ace. Had 15 in the regular season and picks up her 16th. Coyotes 9 away from forcing a 5th set. Saints are 14 away from winning it. Now there's a discussion over the scores table. I wonder again if that's back to the score. There was a discussion. The 16-11 contest over the scores table. That discussion over, and we are back to the volleyball in a 16-11 5-point Coyote lead, as it is bumped by Smith but not over. And Abby Matthews will serve again. Into the backcourt it goes to Smith. And the other Smith trying to pull it off the net after the errant first pass. Couldn't do so, and it turns into a 7-point game. De Jesus. And Bean can't get the free ball over. It's a 8-point lead. And the Saints are going to call for time once more. Coyotes won a 5th set. Saints don't right now, and looks like the Coyotes with a little more lobbing power in this 4th set. 6 away from heading to another set, while the Saints are 14 shy. Abby Matthews continuing to serve. I mentioned during the regular season, she got some quality minutes for the Coyotes, and I would say her play in this one has qualified as qualifying minutes. Able to get to that one and track it down. Give the free ball to St. Amant. Bean, shot blocked. 4 hits, one side of the floor. Cuba Wiggins, by the way, checking into the game for the Saints, a new face who has appeared in 19 matches and 34 sets this year. She is a freshman middle hitter, and the first time we've seen her in this one. At the back set, Stewart off Boschel. Saints get the serve back. Molly Powell serving. Boschel with a set to Edwards. Edwards lobbing into the corner. Diving to get there, De Jesus. Over to Bean, picked up by Sprouse, pulled off the net by Boschel. Sprouse blocked. That is Wiggins and Smith with a block. And the Saints battling back, down by 7. Served by Powell. Over it goes to Sprouse. And that caught the antenna, down by 6. And here come the Saints, lopping 3 off that lead. Williamson blocked by Wiggins. 4 sliced from the lead. And now the Coyotes calling time. Just about all White Jones County. Diving catch it, shortstop. Gross. Towards the gap. Diving catch in center field by Ben Aklinski. There is a shot towards deep short. Craps got it. Long throw over, and he got it. Edwards will jam it off of the fingertips of Wiggins. And coming out of the timeout, Coyotes make it a 6-point lead, 4 away from a 5th set. Bean, couple of shots, St. Amant able to get a piece of one of them, but Wiggins, boy, she has been a workhorse since coming in. Haven't seen Wiggins in any of the prior sets. Comes in and has been a factor in the mid part of the floor for the Saints. Floated over by De Jesus, put right back over by Sprouse on the dig, and now Ball can't dig it out. And the Saints on another one of those runs that has taken another bite out of a Coyote lead. Sprouse sending it over to Williamson, trying to fist it across and didn't. And now it is the Coyotes again, using a timeout as the Saints draw even closer. A 3-point game in a must-win set for the Coyotes. That will go out off De Jesus. Sprouse with the serve. Powell there first, over to De Jesus. Dug out by Paul, and let's see what happened. De Jesus, net violation. 2-point game from the standpoint of 2 points from going to a fifth set of the Coyotes. But the Saints, who have spent the better part of the last 15 minutes slicing into the lead, have trimmed it once more, down to 4. Williamson drives it, drops it in front of the sideline. It's a 1-point separation between now and set 5. Cade Ball trying to serve the Coyotes into the fifth set. Saints would love a miraculous comeback. De Jesus blocked by Briggs. De Jesus tries again. Picked up by Sprouse. Over to Matthews. Powell retrieves. That'll drop on the Coyote side. It's a 4-point game. (24-20) with 20 serving 24. Launched over by Smith. Over it goes to St. Amant, drives it into the corner, and we're going to go to the fifth set in this one. 1-3 to the Saints, 2-4 to the Coyotes. Set 5 coming up. We are headed into set number 5. These two teams met on August 28th and went 5 sets in Bruton, Alabama. LBW won it. Then they won again on the 14th of October in Andalusia. 3 sets to 1. Well, here we are again in the tournament's first 5-set match. And the Coyotes and Saints battling for the right to get to tomorrow at 3 unblemished. Setting up Edwards. And the opening point belonging to the Coyotes. Julie Bochelle serving. 78 aces this year for Bochelle. Serves it up to Bean, and Smith got into the net. Bochelle again with a serve. Drives it to Stewart. Over to Bean, and Bean drops it in front of ball. Served up by Bean. Over it goes to Edwards, little tip. And Stewart put it back, and then it was hit twice by Edwards. And now a 2-2 set is a match that's 2-2. And a lot of twos. And you got a block right there by Kelly, giving the Saints their first lead. Bean with the serve. Matthews' first touch. Smith aiming for the corner. Ball able to get there. Bochelle aiming for the other corner. Smith able to get there. Back over it goes to Stewart. That will wind up on the second tier off ball. Timeout on the floor. Saints by 2 in set number 5. Stephen Dickey off the bench to say that touched a Saint. St. Amand is the liaison, going over to have a conversation with the umpire and share his thoughts. And now a yellow card has been extended to Stephen Dickey. Well, I know Stephen Dickey well enough to know that he would have to think he was really, really right to say anything, meaning he saw it. Or is pretty darn sure he saw it. Over it goes to Edwards, tips it across, able to get underneath Smith. Bounced over to Stewart, and Stewart off St. Amand. Served up by Bean. Bumped over to St. Amand, and St. Amand sending it over. Turns it into a 6-3 contest when we get to 8. They swap sides of the floor. And St. Amant goes long. You lose this game and you're definitely not out of the tournament, but man, you are in the driver's seat. You've got one more game before appearing in the championship. So this is huge. Blocked by De Jesus. So we are at 8. Ladies will swap sides of the floor. And then we will resume play. And a 5-point Saint lead in a 15-point max match is kind of like 11-3, 12-3 type score in a 25-point match. Donegan serving for the Saints. Floats it over to Sprouse. Back over to Sprouse. And she will go long. The lead goes to 6. And the timeout on the floor asked for by the Coyotes. Back to the action. It is blocked by Wiggins. And the Saints with a commanding 7-point lead in set number 5. Donegan will serve to St. Amant. Moshel setting up Matthews, and Matthews in front of Smith. For the Coyotes, it's the need of a lengthy unanswered run. For the Saints, it is 5 away from wrapping up the set and match. And getting ready for a 3 o'clock showdown tomorrow against the winner of Enterprise State and Wallace Hansville. A little moisture on the floor, prompting a brief pause in play. Matthews with the serve. De Jesus. And the lead back to 7. Served up by Powell. St. Amant is there. Bochelle setting up Williamson, and Williamson goes wide. And the Saints are 3 away from finishing the day's first 5-set match. Ball first touch, Williamson. Fisted over by Sprouse. Over it goes to De Jesus, and they're just sending it over to their hitman. She is just firing away. Powell. And the Coyotes are a point away from really feeling the pressure. Too long goes De Jesus. Something about seeing that scoreboard go to within 1 point of the game's finish that applies the pressure. That will go out from Cadero, and there's that 1 point away for the Saints. De Jesus will serve. It goes the wrong way off Sprouse, but able to return it was Ball. Free ball sent over. Bean. And the Saints have won it. Match is over. It was a dandy. And LBW stays in the winner's bracket. Winning sets 1, 3, and 5. Coastal North dropping into the loser's bracket. Got an 11 a.m. matchup tomorrow against the winner of tonight's Bishop State-Snead State game. That will get underway probably a little bit late. It's played over on court 2, which is still in the midst of their 4 o'clock matchup. So yeah, it's not going to start at 6 o'clock. So both teams don't know who their opponent tomorrow will be. Saints will take on either Wallace Hansville or Enterprise State. The Coyotes will battle either Bishop State or Snead State. For the Coyotes, it's an 11 a.m. matchup. For the Saints, it is a 3 p.m. Saturday match. Thanks so much for watching our final Court 1 matchup, 31 minutes away. Enterprise State and Wallace Hansville here on JockJive. For the ACC and JJ, I'm Robert Williamson. So long, everybody.